Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just figured I'd do a little quick review on my Fanatec CSR wheel and my stand and my pedals and everything. I figured, maybe some of you might want to see it or just see what I've got. So basically, this is obviously the wheel. First off, it is really nice wheel. I've had it for just about a year now or so. Um, Honestly, if you're looking into a wheel, this is by far the best one that you're going to find at this point. I know since the Xbox One has come out, and this wheel actually isn't compatible with the Xbox One, unfortunately. Fanatec did release an update. I'll post it in the description below. But basically, they said that they couldn't really have a method of using this wheel without kind of hacking the chip. Because what it is Microsoft has a certain code, certain security chip in their controllers, which allows the controller to connect to the Xbox, right? So Microsoft, I guess, being Microsoft, locked down their security chip and wouldn't give it out, I guess, to Fanatec. Or I don't really know what all went on behind the scenes, but basically that's what I got out of it. So mainly, what they're doing is creating a new wheel that's at least compatible with the pedals, so that's always nice. And the shifter. I personally don't have a shifter at this point, but I figured I might get one at some point in time or another. So basically, as you can see, like I said, I've got the Fanatec CSR. I've got the GT Omega wheel stand. Um, that costs it was about $200 or so. It's a really good stand, very sturdy, holds everything in place. It's very adjustable too. So if you're sitting in different positions, these things here actually go. You can loosen them, right, so you can kind of see. I've made it tilted up a bit, right, so it's sitting straight. Now we've got these adjusters here. There's one on the other side as well. This will come up and down, so if you're taller, shorter, whatever. This down here obviously holds the pedals in place and everything, which is really nice. Because originally when I first got this wheel, I didn't have this stand, right? So I actually had it set up on one of these tables here. So it is nice if you don't have a stand, you can clamp it to a table, which is very good too, honestly. It worked out pretty well until I got this. But honestly, when you do get this stand right here, or any other stand, to be honest, it makes a huge difference for sure. Just for the fact that your pedals will stay in the same place, your wheel will never move around. It's sturdy, so it's always nice. Now, the thing I really like about these pedals is one thing, well, everything I like about them, but the one main thing is about the brake pedal. This is only with the Elite pedals, by the way, if you're ever looking into buying this. So the Elite pedals have something called a load cell brake. What it is in a normal car, right, you brake and you put pressure on the pedal, which in return, makes you stop. When you have obviously video game accessories and most of them are spring loaded, and it's distance, right? So when you push the pedal down when you're braking, this isn't the brake pedal, I know, but so when you're braking, you have to push it farther when you're on like something like a pedal system without the load cell, right? So when you're braking, you push farther. Now when you're trying to brake during a drift, during a race, you have to remember how much distance is for the force of braking. Whereas this, you can remember the pressure. So it's just much easier on your brain when you're, racing or drifting. You know how much pressure you can put on the brake so the ABS doesn't kick in or whatever it may be, right? So that's always nice. You can adjust it up and down. I've got mine set pretty high, but it has some nice resistance. Especially too, I noticed, I didn't actually even realize this till I got it about 3 months or so after. What you can do is, you see these little screws right in there, you can turn them, right? So as you turn them, this will have more tension. So when you first got it, when I first got mine, they were set completely loose, right? So you would hit the gas and it would just, you use spinning tires just because, you floor it instantly. Whereas now I've made it at least, tight enough that when I press the gas, it's like a real car. It's really nice. Now with the brake, like I said, I've got it set pretty high, but it's really nice that way. The clutch is really really stiff actually, but that's good. I like it, and pretty much all around this is a great setup. Now, like I was saying with the whole incompatible with the Xbox One, and I haven't got it yet, but I want to with the Forza 5 and everything. But mainly, I'm waiting till Fanatec comes out with that new wheel, and they said they would give existing customers an attractive upgrade offer, which is nice. So I'm assuming that should be pretty good. Now, also what I wanted to talk about is just the internals of the wheel here. So this wheel actually doesn't just have one force feedback motor. It's got one main motor and two motors over here. So one main motor is for like your force feedback. What you've got here on the side is you've got the two force feedback motors for like say bumps and skids and ABS and all that sorts of stuff. So honestly, when you're using this wheel, you have every single bump and crash and loss of grip all in your hands. Like it's awesome. It really is. Especially when you're drifting and you're just going sideways around those corners, and you know exactly where the loss of grip is, and where if your car's on Forza as well, like you know when your RPMs are gonna hit and you're gonna lose traction. And then as what I do personally, I'll actually do a video on it sometime. When you hit the gas and the RPMs go up, of course, the tires are going to lose traction. So mainly what happens is the back end will kick out, right? So when the back end kicks out, the wheel will actually turn, so whichever way, and then as it turns, basically what I do is catch it, so then I don't spin out, but at least, now I can throw myself into a drift, which is nice. Controllers, you don't have that feel. But like I said, it's an all-around great wheel. Like I said, even with the incompatibility with Xbox One, it still works for PS3, still works for PC, which I do use it for PC. I only used it on PS3 once, just for the Gran Turismo demo thing there. But like on PC, it's great. You have lots of games on there as well. Mainly I do use it for Xbox, so I'll be playing like Forza. I played a little bit of NASCAR. That's always fun, especially with the wheel too. It gets pretty intense, especially on those like 30 lap races or whatever it may be. It's crazy. So yeah, like honestly, if you are looking to a wheel, this would be your best bet. Especially too, I mean, it still does work for PC and PS3, and it does work for Xbox, just of course it's kind of at an end of its sort of era at this point, but I mean, still, honestly, it's a really great wheel if you are looking into anything for even PC racing. I don't really know if I showed you, but the paddle shifters here too, so it's got a nice little solid click to it, and they're really big, so you can get them pretty easily. So when you're going, you can shift. I personally don't have a shifter at this point. There is an adapter for a shifter on this stand. So what it is it just kind of comes out up here. It's like just a bar, and it just mounts the shifter on it. But if I am gonna get a shifter, which I know I will eventually, it'll be the Thrustmaster one, if that's compatible with the Xbox, the new Xbox. So Because if I'll post the picture of it. It'll be in the corner there. Alright guys, so that's my wheel set up there. So if you enjoyed it, throw a comment, throw a like, throw a subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you guys see you out there on Xbox One and Forza 5. My gamer tag's in the description below as well, so if you want to add me on Xbox, go right ahead.